So I've been trying to expose this satanic Nazi child abuse crap for decades. It's what my family was involved with when I was a kid. It's what I wrote a book about and then published it in 2012. I have a huge army of opposition. Lucien Greaves, founder of the Satanic Temple, and his group has attacked me for a decade now. Emily Thorne. Emily Thorne isn't even her real name. Emily Thorne is a character in a soap opera called Revenge. That's the type of shit that they do. In the last 6 weeks, the Goblin Dowd and Captain Underpants, and they'll say, "Oh, you got Dowd's name wrong. You must be full of shit." I don't pay any attention to them. I don't listen to them. I don't care. It's the same thing with that Joyce person. Don't really care about her. Never really watched her shit. Don't really care. But the Goblin Dowd, Captain Underpants, go on and on and on how they're in my town, sending me pictures of my town and my house and making threats. And at the exact same time, my best friend drops over dead. I get constant emails, the last of which yesterday they told me flat out they're going to kill my dogs. And then when I do it, then I have to deal with Thomas, who I believe is the only one smart enough instrumenting all of it. But the dude is a fucking criminal. He's a criminal, and he hangs out with criminals. They'll all say that I'm mentally ill while they go out of their way to try and drive me over the edge. It's kind of a Nazi fucking thing to do, I guess, you know? And I have an army of them. Dregs of YouTube too. Thomas's good friend. Part of Denise Mathau, or however the fuck you pronounce her dumbass name, who's in league with Joyce as controlled opposition. Now he came out and said that they're just flat out working with Lucien Greaves. They'll come out and just say the truth. And the reason why is because they figure nobody gives a fuck. And maybe they're right. Maybe they're right. I've tried to expose this child trafficking shit, and I don't even have any kids. I'll never have any kids. And so it's a constant nonstop. And now Thomas sends me emails where he's trying to crawl up my sheriff's ass. It's actually a little bit perverse. It's just the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And it's because they don't want me to keep trying to expose this satanic Nazi child abuse crap that they have going on. They don't want me to connect it to the 1,000 kids in Ohio where Captain Underpants lives when he's not in town when my best friend's dropping over dead. They don't want it equated with the satanic after-school daycares that are popping up everywhere. And those daycares give them access to all of your children. And then you have 1,000 kids missing in Ohio, but at the same time, last September, the FBI just busted a satanic after school, or a satanic Nazi pedophile ring in September. And it was a global. I don't know what else to say to anyone. I really don't. What they're doing to me is the same thing they did to Issac. Is Issac Kappy, the same thing they've done to Max Spears. It's the same thing they do to everyone. These fucking criminals want you to think that they're the only ones who know, they're the only ones in the know. And everyone who says anything against them is crazy. and completely dismissed. They'll tell you I'm a fucking pedophile. They'll tell you I'm mentally ill. They'll tell you if they thought that it would help if they told you that I was a 7-headed hydra that ate small children in one gulp, they would tell you that too. They just don't want anyone to listen to what I'm trying to say and investigate what I've been trying to get investigated. All of the shit is out there. It's all out there. If anyone would care to actually fucking look. And I'm not talking normal people who are sitting at home on their computers. I'm talking law officials. Because they're really the only ones who can do an investigation that is going to be respected and honored. But whatever.